feel like this one looks like a Cheeto. Ah! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trish and I like to talk about Japan and nerd stuff. If you do too, don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future uploads, and let's get into today's video. So I kind of wanted to try something a little different today than what we usually do. I decided to do more of a get ready with me type of video. I feel like there's a lot of things that I wanted to touch on that wouldn't necessarily make it into a full video of their own, but you know, I still wanted to talk about them. More or less a state of the union or a state of the Trishdom kind of deal. So without further ado, let's zoom in on my face. Hello, welcome to my face. We're gonna start out with our Revlon Color Stay primer. This has worked really good for me. Like, my makeup does not move when I use this. It seems to make everything stay in place pretty much. So what's going on in the world of Trish? Well, right now in Japan, we are about to have a week-long, almost a week-long series of holidays that's called Golden Week. And that's a couple of different national holidays that all line up. And considering everything that's going on in the world right now with the, let's call it the pandemonium that's happening, you know, health-wise in the world, we can't really go anywhere. Like, the Tokyo government has put us back under a state of emergency. This is the third state of emergency that we've had since the pandemonium began, and I can't help but feel that literally nobody is taking it seriously. Literally nobody is paying attention to it anymore because it's been going on for over a year now, and I think maybe it's probably the same in most of the world, but the difference is that in Japan, we have had little to no talk of a vaccine at all. Where I live in Tokyo, there has been a tiny blurb mentioned at the bottom of like it's like a citywide newspaper, I guess, and it said something about, this was maybe 3 weeks ago, and it said something about starting to vaccinate the elderly, which apparently here means 75 and up. So that's not happening for me anytime soon. Next, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer.
Because I'm extra.
I feel like I need some extra pore covering primer goodness today. Like I said, I don't feel like anyone is taking it seriously anymore. This is our third state of emergency that the Japanese government has put us under. And the deal about the state of emergency in Japan is they can't make you stay home. They can't make you not travel. They can only ask politely, basically. And so that's what they've been doing. And that's why it's not working. So every time we've gone under a state of emergency, the number of cases has dropped. But as soon as they lift it, it goes right back up again, and they put us under another state of emergency, rinse and repeat, and that's basically been what's happening for the past year. Next, I'm gonna use this. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in 110 Porcelain. It's not a perfect match, but it's close enough. Anyway, so that's happening. The whole state of emergency thing is happening, and I don't know. One thing they have done is they've asked restaurants and bars to close at 8 p.m. and to not serve alcohol, because everybody knows that you can't get infected until after 8 p.m. So it works. I'm sure there are people who are taking it seriously. I'm sure there are people who are doing everything that they can to make sure that the infection doesn't spread. I'm sure. Don't come for me. This is just my opinion. It's like a mini rant. Give me a mini rant, please. My gripe with all of this is I don't know when I'm going to be able to come home. Like, I can't see my family, and for my family personally, last year, and if I know you or I talk to you on a somewhat regular basis or we're friends on Facebook or whatever, I'm sure you saw this, but my dad passed away last year and I haven't even been home to pay my respects to his ashes because we can't fly anywhere, we can't go anywhere because of, yeah, that's not cool. The long story short with the whole pandemonium issue is I can't go home, and I want to go home. I finished blending out my foundation and I put on this ColourPop No Filter concealer, and I wear light 16, which is probably a little too light. Yeah, it's probably a little too light. And I also went ahead and put on my eyeshadow primer potion, and now we're gonna set it all down with this Laura Mercier loose setting powder in translucent. It's all in katakana because I did buy this in Japan.
That's pretty cool.
Other things that are just happening. I've had to renew my visa, and this time around, Shin and I decided that it would be better if I changed my visa over from a working visa to a spouse visa. So until now, my visa that I needed to work in Japan has always been sponsored by the company that I work for. So essentially what happens is the company acts as your guarantor, or acts as your, I guess guarantor for your ability to work here, your, don't commit any crimes, that kind of thing. Because Shin and I have been married for 3 years now, we wanted to change that over to a spouse visa. So what that means is it's no longer my company that has the responsibility for the wild foreigner, it is my husband. So there's a lot that goes into that, and I want to do a video on the visa process, but all we've done at this point is turn in the paperwork, and I'm still waiting to see if it's approved or not, because there's always a chance that it won't be and I'll have to get a work visa anyway. So we have on the bottom here, we have nude mood, and on the top we have blush crush. So what am I feeling like today? You know what? I also have this Baby Got Peach palette, which is, I never wear this because I feel like everything is so incredibly peach. Let's do this one today. What I want to do is I want to go in with this first color here, Darlin. Let's go ahead and put that on. So yeah, the visa thing it's really been keeping me busy, and it all hit like at the same time that my company gets extremely busy. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this to you guys before, but I work for a small company. I teach, I translate, I do a lot of narration, I do a lot of writing, and the company that we have has a lot of different business deals with major newspapers in Japan, and newspapers don't take holidays. So basically our company has to scramble to prepare content for the times that we're on vacation for the newspapers, basically. So I mean, the point is that we have more to do around the holiday season, so it's really busy, and I had to do the visa thing in the middle of scrambling to
not die
at work, basically. So I'm gonna go in with this color over here, and I'm going to put that in the crease. Basically, all of us were struggling, and I had to run and take care of all of this paperwork for the visa stuff in the middle of all of that, and it's my fault for not noticing that the visa expiration date was coming up. So usually it takes 2 weeks to hear back, and the thing about visas in Japan, and it might be the same for America, I'm not sure, if the date on your ZIDU card, on your foreigner card basically, passes, you're legally not supposed to continue working unless you receive a stamp from the government that says visa in process, basically. So mine was set to be up on May the 2nd. We had to turn in so much stuff. We had to turn in so many different documents that proved not only, are we married, but how long have we known each other? How did we meet? What language do we speak in? Shin had to write a literal essay that timelined in chronological order when we met, how we met, our dating progression, what led to his proposal, when we got married. What do we think? Ooh, it's super crazy orange. Well, I'm orange, but we're going to go in with this color and kind of darken up the corners a little bit. Channel-wise, I have a ton of ideas and things that I would like to do. But as I mentioned, I do also have a full-time job, and man, my brain, I'm just too old to multitask anymore. But I want to learn how to vlog interestingly. Does that make sense? Vlog interestingly? I could probably just sit here and talk for hours, but I want to make sure that it's entertaining to you guys and that it, I don't know, adds a little value to your day, I suppose. So right now, for this channel, I'm only able to put out about 1 video a week, which that's fine. But I would like to be able to do at least 2. So I'm thinking about doing a vlog style like video or something and uploading that on Tuesdays as well as my regular content on Saturdays. I didn't want to like put it out there and like commit to it and then like give up halfway through, because man, I am not a quitter. I know what I would do. I would work myself into the ground to make sure that that happened, to make sure that I had videos out when I said I was going to have videos out. So maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I'm using the brush that came with my Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, the rose gold one. God, it's so pretty. This is not a blendy brush. I think we're pretty much eyeshadowed. What do we want to do? I feel like I need a shimmer in my life. I feel like this one looks like a Cheeto. This one is Ready or Yacht, and I'm going to put that shimmer on the bottom. That's pretty. So my big plans after this are to finish watching season 5, I think, of Outlander. Anybody else watching Outlander? Leave a comment below and let me know. Okay, we're shimmered. Yes, yes. Next, we're going to do eyeliner. Recently, I've been really into tightlining my upper lids. So I use this Maybelline New York Everlasting Gel. So when I tightline my eyes, it always makes my eyes itch and water. I'll be back. I'm back. So I went ahead and tightlined my eyes and I lined them with this, it's a Japanese brand called K Palette, and it is a 24-hour, one-day tattoo, real lasting eyeliner. And this is in dark brown again. And this crap does not freaking move. Like, you could ball your eyes out and it's not gonna move. So it sticks to the name as tattoo liner or whatever. And it is a Japanese drugstore brand. Next, these days I've been stuck on Maybelline's Lashionista. I don't really have a favorite mascara right now. So if you have one, let me know. Leave me a comment and let me know. Give me recommendations. Does anybody else make the face? Like, I feel like I've always made the face. I feel like everybody makes the face. Everything's lined and mascaraed. Eyebrows, eyebrows, eyebrows. I've been using this. It's another Japanese drugstore brand called Kate, and it is a Kate Lasting Eyebrow W, which means double. We've got powder on one end and we've got a pencil on the other end. I don't know how to do eyebrows. I'm just gonna draw it inside the lines and hope it looks okay. Eyes are done. Now we gotta get some more color on this face. So I'm going to take my butter bronzer and I'm going to attempt to add some life into this complexion. Try to give myself some actual, you know, definition to my pudge that is cheekbones. The blush I'm using is another Japanese drugstore brand, Can Make, and it's got this really pretty little flower pattern on it. Last up is lip. It's really orange. I like it, but it's really orange. The color is 130 I Amaze. The claim is that this will not move even if you wear a mask over it. I found that to be false. We did good, yay! So we gotta finish it off with our setting spray. I use this e.l.f. Makeup and Mist setting spray. It smells like crap, but your makeup won't move. So let's give it a test spray, and it comes out in like a whoosh. Whew! Smells horrible. Ta-da! Mission accomplished. Thanks for getting ready with me. Thanks for listening to me complain about current world events and things that are 100% out of my control. I guess that's what gets me about the whole thing, right? Is that there's literally nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do to make Japan move quickly along and get everybody vaccinations. There's nothing I can do as far as like hopping on a plane and coming home. There's nothing I can do about making people take like this emergency declaration seriously. There's nothing I can do to make sure my visa will actually go through and I can live in Japan under a visa as a spouse. There's nothing I can do about any of that, and I think that whole loss of control just really sets me into a tailspin. Right now the visa thing is always on my mind, and until I get an answer, I think it'll continue to be that way, which sucks. And with the next video, we'll be back to the fun Japanesey type of content that you're probably all here for anyway. If you're interested in learning more about Japan, more about Japanese culture, more of my take on it, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Hope to catch you in the next one. Y'all have a good week.